Welcome to part 3 of the curse of chiliasm. Now, we have to ask, where does modern mainstream Judaism come into all of this? Well, let us look at the situation. We have a group of people who call themselves Jews, who claim to be descendants of the ancient Israelites, and anything that has to do with them, such as the land of Israel. But, we've got things like DNA testing, we have the internet where we have a free exchange of information, though there are people who are trying to stop that. Guess who? And people communicate with each other, and we are seeing that the claims of these Jews, don't really add up. These people are facing repeated challenges to their claims. If you say you are not descendants of Abraham, Moses, or any of the people of the Old Testament and New Testament, then you're called an anti-Semite or anti-Semite, one word. And as that's under challenge, the claim that today's Jews make that they are God's chosen people is also under challenge. And when you consider the actual religious aspect, the fact is that the overwhelming amount of today's Jews are actually atheist or pantheist. We cannot say they worship the same God as Abraham or Moses. We are facing a situation where we're not dealing with people who change themselves to comply to a religion, but rather have the religion changed to comply to them. And we see this now, today's Judaism is not really based on the Torah. Rather, it has been taken over by the Talmud. This is the same Talmud that says pedophilia is okay, calls non-Jews filth, says that the Virgin Mary is a whore, and says that Jesus Christ is in hell in a boiling pool of shit. This is what it says. And, when you look at the Zacks who call themselves Christian and yet give the thumbs up to this, as I said, you cannot call these people Christian. The fact is, Judaism has had no prophets since the time of Jesus Christ. So this is where the Talmud comes in, because as Brother Nathaniel said in a clip about Christian Zionism, that the Jews who claim to be, the prophets, since the time of Jesus Christ have been rabbis who said that, well, it's all upon the rabbis to do this. And they haven't actually prophesied anything. So, and when you consider that these people, Jews today, are actually converts, they are actually converts from societies, racial groups, ethnic groups, which were pagan. And this would explain a lot, with the Talmud saying it's okay to have sex with kids, usury. We see today 90% of the American pornography industry is run and owned by Jews. And these people are atheists. So if we look at an example of the failure of these converts to give prophecy, we look at Revelations in the New Testament, which correctly states there will be those that call themselves Jews but are not, but are of the synagogue of Satan. And Revelations now says about the Antichrist reappearing on earth and basically establishing a global kingdom for Satan. Well, when you look at it, you got the Antichrist, then you have Jesus Christ returning to this earth in this world. Islam has a similar end-time scenario with the likes of their Antichrist, who's called Dajjal, and their, I suppose you say, their redeemer, so to speak, called Imam Mahdi. So you had, the Christian version, then the Islam version. But curiously enough, that the Jews never had a version until about the year, let's say 1200, so where they come up with a type of end-time scenario. And their Antichrist is called Armilus. So when you look at it, so you had Christians with the Antichrist, the Muslims with the Dajjal, then Judaism comes up with this Armilus. Though if these people had a continuous line of prophecy, then the likes of Armilus would have appeared before the prophecy concerning the Antichrist and the end times, but this is just an add-on. And I believe this has come about, all these perversions of the Talmud, the very late entry of the Armilus, is because these people are not descendants of Abraham, Moses, or any ancient Israelite. They are descendants of pagans who converted to Judaism for political means. So, you have to ask, concerning Revelations, what do the Jews hope to gain from buying into it? And when you look at globalization now and global Jewry, which says there is one world and one people, and I'm pretty sure they're only talking about themselves. You gotta ask, are they trying to distort or preempt prophecy in their image, which is a Satanist practice? With Zach's Messianic Jews, the increase of atheism, various New Age type pantheist thinking and philosophies, the acceptance of anti-Christian type philosophies, which require a religious devotion, and a general tone of apathy. This second shot, a chiliasm, may certainly be possible for the Jews. They've taken an expired prophecy, recycled it, and relaunched it. One thing that really, really disappoints me is that the churches don't seem to have an issue in dealing with this. You go to any church these days, it's like, yeah man, Jesus loves you, give us your money, and that's it. And you cannot say that these Christian churches are actually Christian. They are chiliastic. Yeah. Continue on next time.